Hi guys, good morning and good evening. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. Today, let us talk about brief introduction about indexes. Why indexes are useful, when to create index, when not to create index, and what are the difference between a clustered index, non-clustered index, and what is index seek and what is index scan, where exactly these are going to be implemented or used while reading the data. And at the time of reading data, what happens, at the time of writing data, what happens, all these things I wanted to discuss one by one. So this is very important and interesting topic. Normally, when you create any table, for example, if you create employee table, when you create a primary key with this, automatically clustered index will get created. So already we knew about it. Whenever you create any primary key, clustered index gets created. So what happens is that it is going to be arranging the data into the sorting order. If you have 1A, 2B, it is going to be, sorting the data based on the key column. So here the key column is employee ID. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, the data is going to be sorted in the ascending order. The next one, index pages are going to be created, and the index is called as a clustered index. Clustered index is going to be sorting the data. That is what you need to understand. Once index is created, if you wanted to read the data randomly, for example, select star from employee table, you have thousands of or millions of records in the employee table. I wanted to read a particular record. For example, I wanted to go to SQL Server. I'm using AdventureWorks Data Warehouse. Inside this, I'm using a table called dim customer table. Now, this has a large amount of data. If you execute this, it is going to be having a large amount of data. You can see it here. And approximately 18,000 plus rows are available. So if you wanted to read all the data, so what happens? So when you read all the data, it is going to be scanning your data. Scanning means what? It is going to be reading row by row, row by row, row by row. It will take a lot of time. If there is a index on it, so it is going to be using index scan. So index scan, or people will say table scan. Right? When you see index scan or table scan, both of them are, synonyms. Both of them are, will say that it is going to be reading one by one data. So when you go and try to see the live query statistics, you will be able to find out there is a clustered index scan. So this is nothing but a table scan, right? So how do you get this? So if you wanted to get this plan, what you need to do, you need to go and include live query statistics. This is the one you need to include. If you switch off this, it is going to be disappearing. Whenever you execute anything, you don't get any plan at all. So I can see messages and results. There is no index, query statistics. So how do you get it? Simply go, try to click on this, include live query statistics. When you enable this and try to execute this, it is clearly telling you that it is clustered index scan. Right? Scan means it is going to be reading the data row by row, which is going to be very slow. So first thing is that, so that is what you got to understand. What is index scan or a table scan? Means reading the data row by row, which is very late process. But what is the meaning of index seek? When you have a large amount of data, so in this table, I have 18,000 rows are available. So what I'm trying to do, I don't need all the data. I wanted to get only one particular customer, right? If you wanted to read the particular customer, or you can say randomly read few rows, not all the rows. If you wanted to read either random rows or few rows, that means wherever you apply a where clause or a group by clause, what happens is that it is going to be exactly using a scan. So here you can see index seek. Whenever you see index seek here, it means that SQL Server engine is going to go to index pages first, then it will come to know that where exactly this row is available in the data pages. Using the index, it is going to be jumping into the index data pages, and it is going to be reading the data. So the first of all, what you need to know, whenever there is an index, so where is that index getting created on this table? If you see dim customer table, there is a column, right? So you can see customer key, where you have a primary key. Here you can see the symbol. When you come down, there is a key. So the primary key got created on the customer key. Where is the index? When you go here, you will be able to find out there is an index, right? So on which this one dim customer clustered, when you see this, it is the primary key, dim customer key. When you double click on this, so let me go and open this properties. It is going to be telling me it is a clustered index got created, which is a unique, and which is going to be sorting the data pages and then creating the indexes. And whenever you randomly read the data, randomly means whenever you apply vary clause or any group by clause, automatically which is going to be using the index seek, means it is using a index and retrieving the data. So that is what you need to understand. So many people thinks that index seek or index plan, right? Index seek or index scan. So which one is faster? Means definitely index seek is using the index, which is a faster. Index scan means a table scan, which is slow. Index scan is going to be happening whenever there is a complete data you wanted to read from the table, or when you have a small table. If you have a small table, for example 10-20 rows are available, even though you use index will not be used, right? So in that case also index scan is used. But when you have a large amount of data, then if you wanted to read a particular row, that is when index seek is going to be used. Index seek is equivalent to using an index. Clear? So that is what you got to understand. So whenever you create a primary key, as we discussed already, clustered index is going to be created. So this is recommended. Then you can create any unique key. So automatically unique key creates a non-clustered index. We can have one clustered index per table because it is going to be sorting the data on that column. We cannot create one more clustered index on any table, because if you sort the data on the employee ID, you cannot sort the data in employee name. So that is the reason why we cannot have more than one clustered index on a given table. So only one clustered per table we can have, but you can create much more non-clustered indexes created on a table. So whenever we create a unique key, automatically non-clustered, or using the create index, when you use that syntax, you will be able to create index, and you can create lot many indexes. But what you need to understand, indexes are not very good if you wanted to write the data into the databases. Many people think that if I create an index, I'll get more performance. But normally indexes are bad. Indexes are bad when you have when you are writing the data into the database systems. So indexes are good when you wanted to read the data from the database systems. Normally we are going to be talking about two kind of systems in the IT industry. One is called OLTP databases or systems, OLAP or data warehousing databases. OLTP is designed such a way that you need to have more and more writing capability, right? So most of the time the customers are going to be writing the data into the database. For example, PhonePe database, or think about irctc.com database, or any loan application, or any the application that end users are using are called as OLTP. Transactional databases, a lot of transactions are going to be happening. Most of the time data writing is going to be happening. Whenever there is a data writing, what you need to understand, less index or minimal indexes have to be prepared in that. So whereas we're talking about OLAP or data warehousing, where a large amount of historical data is there, OLAP or data warehousing is going to be used to create a lot of reports, right? So means reading a lot of data and trying to create a reports. If that is the case, what normally we do, we are going to be creating more indexes in the data warehousing. databases or OLAP databases rather than OLTP databases. So this is also one more important question that you need to understand. So indexes bad for writing, indexes are good for reading. So compulsory interview questions, you have to be clearly knowing what is a clustered, what is a non-clustered. So whenever you create a primary key, as we discussed already, clustered indexes is created. Whenever we create a unique key, non-clustered index gets created. But without unique key also, you will be able to create a non-clustered index using a syntax. Indexes are good for reading, indexes are bad for writing, indexes are good for OLAP or data warehousing, indexes bad for your OLTP applications, right? Index useful when we have a large amount of data, but if you wanted to read entire data, indexes are not good. That is when index scan can happen. Scan means reading row by row, row by row, row by row. Index scan or a table scan is same. If there is an index on this, it is going to be using and scan a row by row. Index scan, table scan, both of them are same. So if you wanted to randomly read the data, or if you wanted to read one or two rows, definitely indexes are useful. Remember one thing, if you have a small amount of data, indexes, even though you create, SQL Server or Oracle Engine will not create any indexes. This is also one more interview question. People will ask you, I have an index, but SQL Server may not consider the index. Give me one scenario like that. You need to say, when there is a small table with 10 20 rows, even though there is an index, for example, employee ID with 10 rows, you say employee ID equals to 1, I wanted to get the data. So select star from employee where employee ID equals to 1. Even though there is an index, it may not use index seek, instead of that index scan, right? Seek means using an index. When you have a small table, indexes may not be useful. So these are the interview question that you need to have. Thank you guys.